And this is why I've decided to have a home gym in Wisconsin. You know, normally days like this and weather like this would be an excuse not to go and work out. But since I have the home gym, I can just go and work out whenever. Oh yeah, today's coffee cup, Door County Christmas mug. There's a new Hallmark Door County movie. I've heard it's terrible, but that's cool that they shot a Hallmark Door County movie. It's about cherries. Stupid, but cool. Alright, y'all. Boom. Shit. I realize with this thing I gotta do short, small movements, but today we got a leg workout. We're gonna go a bunch of new movements, trying out a couple of things while we're watching the Wisconsin-Minnesota game. It's nice and snowy out today, so that's nice and fun. But it's moments like this that I'm really excited that I did the home gym, just because knowing me, earlier on in my life, this would have been an opportunity for me not to go to the gym. So it's nice to have this available for me so that I can go work out whenever I want to, whenever I need to, and stay in this fit lifestyle. All of this is about making the hard things as easy as possible, so that you don't skip them. So if my home gym looks nice and it's organized and it's well taken care of, well maintained, and I have all of the equipment that I need here, then theoretically I should use it more, which I do. And you know, adding the small things like the iPad and the turf and the TV, it's a luxury item. A lot of these are luxury items, but if it makes you more likely to use your stuff and to work out and to use that space and to be happy in that space and to get after it, then we might as well invest in yourself. Take that time, take that money that you would be using and wasting on coffee or something else and reinvest it back into your life. I love having this and I would not trade it for the world. But time to get a workout in. It's gonna be leg day today. I love to do leg day at home because I never do leg day, and I have bought a whole bunch of cool little gadgets and gizmos to make leg day more fun so that I do it. So my warm-up is 3x10 with the makeshift bando board. With bands, all I do is put bands on the side right here, and this wooden dowel becomes a makeshift bando board, which is like something that you use to walk, and you put bands on the side with weight, and it creates an imbalance when you move and when you do any movement, so that it helps with your stabilization muscles. So warm-up's gonna be 3x10 on that with variety of weight. Then we got front squat, 3x10, paired with a belt squat with the Vultra, 3x20 with a 20-pound chain resistance. So that means on my way back up, I'm adding 20 pounds as if I was adding a chain. And what that does is slowly as you come up, it adds more and more and more and more and more weight, simulating a chain hitting the ground, spreading out, releasing all its weight onto the ground, and then slowly coming back up, releasing all of its weight as you come up with the bar. So it's just simulating that. Next up, we got goblet squat with the resin wedge, 3x10 with a resistance band at the ankle or at the knee. This is to help keep your knees from going in. I think that's pronate, but I don't no, it's not pronate. Forget which one's going in, but you don't want them to internally rotate. This is working on your hips as well as you know, your glutes and your hamstrings. So the goblet squat with the resin wedge is going to be like 35 pounds, 3 times 10, and that's paired with an overhead squat and overhead squat 3 times 10 and a 3-way hip with the heavy band walk 3 times 10. On that 3-way hip, you know, most people put the band right at their knee, but if you put it down at your ankles and step as wide as you can, you're gonna get the most out of that movement. Any hip movement, the lower that you put the band on your legs, the further away from the torso, the harder it's gonna be on the hip, and the better exercise and the better stretch you're gonna get. So for anybody that's using bands for hip mobility or hip strength, make sure to slowly, gradually bring your band down. You don't have to go with a heavier band. You just have to bring it down more, all right? But that's only if you're doing walking and moving where you're keeping your legs straight and putting the band fully out, moving your hips. If you're just doing squatting and want to keep that band, you want to have it just above the knee so that when you're pushing, you can push against that band. All right, so walking, ankle, squatting, knee for your best benefits. All right. And then, like I said, we're doing 3-way hip, so that's gonna be right at the ankle. Then we're going open hex bar deadlift, 3 times 10, and the Gibbon balance board, 3 times 2 minutes each leg. So single leg. We're also gonna do the following Nordic curl on the bench, just letting your body weight fall down, controlling it, and then trying to snap back up. And then we're going 3-way ankle strengthening with the black band. Bands are a great way to strengthen small, minute muscle groups in your body. So I'm gonna use this to show you how to do some ankle mobility and strengthening exercises that are really good, especially for those who have weak ankles from football or multiple sprains, what have you. This will strengthen up those ligaments. I got these from my PTs a long time ago. Great exercise. And then we're gonna end with 50 walking lunges and 50 squats with a weight vest as my last grouping. So that is the workout today. Gonna make sure I'm still on here. So that's the workout for today, and we're gonna figure out if that works or not. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. Just became a First Form athlete, so use my code for First Form, all of your First Form needs. If you're looking to buy something as a gift for somebody this holiday season, buy something for yourself, buy a treat. There's still Black Friday deals going on. It's a great company, and if you're looking to support me, using my code and my link helps me out. So I would really appreciate it. If you're gonna buy supplements anyways, might as well just use a code and help somebody out, you know. So the code will be down in the description below. So First Form, hell yeah. Now on to the workout. To the party. Welcome to the party. Alright, when you load these, you want to load them as close to the rack as possible starting out so that you can jump to the other side and load them up Otherwise, if it's not close to the rack, it'll hop off one side or the other. See, so if you bump it, it starts to move. So now that both are on, now I can move it and adjust it to whatever I want. But until you get both of them on, you also want to kind of try and even them out if you can, so that it's even on both sides. The more you move, the harder it is. The faster you move, the harder it is. This is just to get myself engaged, get my core engaged, get everything engaged, warm up, and work out my stabilizing muscles. So, yeah. Next up, belt squat. So when you're doing this, right, when you initiate the movement, you want to sit back, right? If you're doing any belt squat or any squat in general, to initiate the movement, right, you want to push the hips back and out like you're about to torque your butt, and then drop down. If you drop straight down, your knees are going to go over your toes, which sometimes is good for the knees over toes guy, but if you're trying to do good form for proper squatting, pop your hips back, drop it back down, come back up. I got to work on my flexibility, my mobility. But I'm doing sets of 20 to work on muscular endurance and strength over time for the Ironman, so that I can keep up my pace over 100 miles, because I'm gonna go for the full Ironman this year. So follow me. One thing when doing this though, is you always want to make sure you pay attention to where your bands are at in proportion to the ball. Oh no. Minnesota just scored. Darius Taylor, come on, dude. That was a long run. All right, anyways, so you want to make sure you remember or keep track of where the bands are in proportion to your bar. Because if you're in the middle of your lift and one side dips one way or the other, the weight will shift. This might pop off and then launch the bar the other way. So one, you wanna have a firm grip on the bar as you're going through the movement. Two, you always wanna be cognizant of where your weight's at, what's going on with it. If it's bouncing too much and it bounces off of the bar, that can be a problem. Normally you want something here as like a clip or something to prevent it, but this system is brand new and I'm just trying it out. So do as I say, not as I do, all right? I gotta figure out something to keep it on, but for now, I'm gonna get the work in and be cognizant and just very careful about what I'm doing and what's going on around me, so that this doesn't launch one way or the other, right? So you just wanna be careful about what you're doing, and yeah.